Right, this is just an extra bonus because I really liked that last read. I'm going to do another read. But I wanted to say as well, if it stays as it is, right, those of you, you know, if you've been on, up to today, on the competition, there weren't many of you that commented, because like I'm not going to leave it on forever anymore. I'm just going to put it out there, and if people see it, they see it. So if it stays at the minimum number that it is now, and I'm not going to say what number that is because I'll probably get some latecomers jumping on, but if it stays as it is, I will make sure you all get one because you've been really good at this. But that's why I don't put the competition out, because people complain when it's not there, but then they don't use it when I bring it out. So for those of you that always do, I will make sure you all get a read, okay? But if the numbers rise, obviously I'm not going to do like half a dozen. But there is, I think there's only a few of you at the minute, so I will know if anybody adds a name afterwards. But if you're watching this, then you'll all get one. Right, so these cards, like I said, there are names on here I am never going to be able to pronounce. So you'll just have to bear with me, because my son got me these to challenge me, because the normal tarot are no way a challenge for me, and he knows as well as I do. Sometimes I get into robot mode, and I don't like being in robot mode with the cards. So these do challenge in many shapes and forms, and there's not a lot I know about all the Norse mythology. I know small bits like we all do, but this is a deck that I am putting not enough effort in, really. So it's very enlightening and it's very precise, and I love it. And now I know that Kristen loves it as well. So me and Kristen might be the only ones here enjoying this, but so what? So what do we need to know? I am the soul pool. You are the soul pool. We are the soul pool. Together we are a collective. And without you, this doesn't work. So let's see what we need to know. I'm using 3 card spirit, and what I want to do is the situation, the advice, and the possible outcome. And then we'll have an overall energy at the bottom of the deck. So, we start now, Spirit, please. A situation. Not. There is a perpetual desire. And I'm going to read them as we go along, because the cards, like I said, when we do this sort of reading, they are to be turned separately. And we are to learn as much as we can from this single card of the situation now. We have a dragon, so there's born 1988 plus or minus 12 February to February. We have the crow of transformation, Scorpio, death. We have a possible Aries or Capricorn symbol, and the female, who is quite inviting, but she is she looks like she's entwined with vines. So I would say that she's an air sign. We also have the moon. So the moon may have some bearing on this. So not. And I had to put little tags on these because I have no idea how to find them otherwise, because they are so so complicated. I think it's the mask. Yes. So we're looking for not. As you can imagine, because they're not, there's no way you can just look at these unless you've been using them for quite a long time, and see what the meaning is. Intuitively, yes, I could, and I probably would, but I want you to learn with me. So, perpetual desire, they call it, something that you cannot get out of your mind. Not is the personification of the night in the Eddas. She is the daughter of the giant Narvi. So, you may be the daughter, or you may have a daughter. She was first married to a man, Nag-Ulfari, similar to the name of the ship that carries the hordes of soldiers, sons of Muspel. To battle, she had one son, so you may have a son, by him, and later married Anna, which translates to other, so this may be a second marriage, by whom she had a daughter. Finally, she married Dallingur, so third marriage, and by some accounts she had her son Dagor with him. Dagor is the personification of day, but it is not entirely clear if Dagor and Not are actually mother and son. So, there may be some stepchildren, or if they are siblings, or even lovers. So there's some sort of bond here with someone. Could be with your children, could be with your lovers, but it seems to be that there's a lot of people involved. The sun and the moon, so Leo and the water signs, Dagor and Not, and the night and day are all entities in the mythologies, so yin and yang, and are easy to mix up due to the many and inconsistent accounts of them. However, it is clear that Not suffers from perpetual unfulfilled desires and is therefore placed in hell in the deck. So, someone has not got their desires fulfilled and they are going through hell. So if we get Dagor with this, it is darkness around desire, meaning you will get what you desire, or to be free from the desire altogether. Okay? So it's a decision, probably between night and day, two things that are totally opposite but of equal value. So either you will get what you desire if that Dagor comes out, or you will lose the desire. But right now we're encased by that desire. We are suffering because of a desire, something that we feel we must have or we need. So what is the right course of action then, Spirit please? Fornjot, patience, temperance. Fionjot. This is the two imps. Fionjot. There is a monkey there. Can you see that? I believe that's 1992 plus or minus 12 February to February, but I will check. Let's see. The monkey. And it's not always February to February. I know I say that, but sometimes it can start just before or just after. So you have to check your year when the Chinese New Year starts. So, the monkey is 68 to 69. So, and the crow again. So transformational energy. Fornjot is the forefather of a lineage of giants that were friendly, and he is king of a Niflheimer. He commands some of the forces of nature, particularly in relation to water, wind, fire, and ice. So he is probably the 4 kings in one, which makes him the emperor, or likened to the emperor. All the elements are his sons, aptly named Kari, the wind, Logi, the flame, Holla, the sea, frosty ice. Kari is the grandfather to Snare, snow, and his 3 daughters bear 3 different names for snow: Mujol, Drifa, and Fon. Fonjota has a snow falcon in his service who brings him news, so messages, communication. He also consults a talking head, much like Odin. So, what would the talking head be? Perhaps taking information from nowadays off your tablet, Skyping somebody, speaking face to face, and can be seen as a source of nature's forces. The card indicates self-control, wisdom, and a broader vision. So be careful, be patient, keep yourself under control. Don't try and control others. It indicates your willpower and being emotional sobriety, so being emotionally stable, rationality, and sensitive response. So no matter how badly you want to, don't lose your temper with people and treat them with compassion. Like anything ancient, this matter cannot be rushed. He represents understanding the value of allowing some time to pass before you make your decision or reacting in any given situation. It's the ancient influences, so your ancestors, and the way you was brought up, and it slows the seeker down. The seeker is us, and directs them to react slowly to new situations or provocation. So don't snap, especially to the children. If any of his children or grandchildren accompanies him in the spread, that reinforces him. So not, I don't think, is one of his, because they're from different not mentioned. Kari and Logi in particular will indicate the seeker that temperance is needed in this situation. But it is needed, it's just all the more if one of those turns up. So, final card, Spirit, please. So what will the outcome be if we take your advice? So we have a desire, something we want badly, but we are going to have to be patient and use compassion. We cannot just let our inner child have a tantrum and decide we want it now and we want it this way. Thor. So there is strength, fertility, and protection in the future for you. See how Thor rides the dragon. So you have tamed your demons. And the outcome is the ship of conflict, but it's in the reverse. So, Thor is what? So Thor, he stood there. These drawings, I hope you can see them because they're absolutely amazing. Is one of the most beloved gods. Even if he belongs to the Aesir and resides with his wife Sif in Asgard, he is placed in Jotunheim, where most of his adventures take place. His placement is strong. In the spread, his placement is equally strong in those three worlds. So, Odin's sons and his daughters and his wife, constant. So his daughters' anger, strength and power. Thor keeps animals in his service. The two giant bucks that draw his chariot into the sky. So this could be a Cancer. Control. Tagdisir and Tagnistur, who he sometimes slaughters on his extensive travels and eats, only to gather their bones in the morning and bring them back to life. So a resurrection, if you like. He has treasures, like the belt, that give him protection and power, and the staff, which also lends him power. But his most important relic by far is his hammer, with which he protects Asgard from the forces of Jotnar that mean harm from all ill forces and from the outer world. So you are protected, Spirit is saying. The main attributes of this protector, but also his prominent elements of strength and fertility. So growth, you are abundant. He has a fiery character, so it could be a fire sign. And a hedonistic view of life. So take an action. He is ready to take on any challenge necessary and has confidence in his abundance. So if you have patience and you are confident in yourself and that things are going to be well, you are protected. You have to believe. While he can be seen as the embodiment of masculinity, he does not hesitate to take the role and form of a woman to retrieve his prized hammer. So, if this is a male, he is also in touch with his feminine side, his feelings. He is in charge of himself. And so, as a woman, you would be too. You know yourself inside and out, good and bad, and you are aware of what's needed in every situation. But first you have to be patient. On his travels and quests, his companion is often Loki, and they have a fateful relationship. Loki and Thor influence each other in the spread. Loki's not here, thank God, because that means mischief. Thor has a positive influence on Loki, but Loki can be either reinforcing or weakening, depending on their placement. But he's not here so far. If any of his family members are with him in the spread, which they're not, Skrimmer weakens Thor in the spread. If his wife accompanies him, his attributes of fertility are reinforced, and Sif also brings Paul's characteristics to the home. So this is external to the home. He is seen riding on top of a Midgardsormr on the card, enforcing his role as protector. In this case, the protector of the placement of the seeker. So somebody is here protecting you. It could be someone in spirit. It could be someone in flesh, but it will be someone who is there, but you have to be patient. They are sending someone. So the overall energy there is this, which is the ship of conflict in reverse, which is good, I would have thought, because then that means surely that the conflicts are not taking place. But we'll see, because they are supposed to be read in reverse. But as an intuitive, I always do. Because there is, in every positive, there is a negative, and we need to know. So there it is, the ship of conflict. It is a beautiful ship, not unlike the one I ran away on when I was about 17. The biggest of all ships made, and it's made entirely out of toenails and fingernails of the dead. So your ancestors. With the giant Hymir at the helm and Loki as its advisor. Oh dear, we know Loki isn't, he's a bit of a mischief maker, isn't he? Naglfar is the vessel that takes the sons of Muspel out across the sea from Muspelheim into the final battle. The presence of Naglfar in the spread indicates a course taken towards conflict by the seeker. So, avoid conflict. The seeker is well prepared for that conflict. Maybe you're not prepared yet. You need patience and time to get ready for the final conflict. Whether the seeker is right or wrong side of the conflict is another matter. The responsibility to question the motives for that conflict lies with the seeker. So what they're saying is, don't start arguments for argument's sake. Some people will cause arguments so that they do not feel guilty about their actions afterwards. The card around the placement of Naglfar might give some indication to the seeker's ability to navigate the conflict, to head it into it or back out and take the ship back to shore. So, we're backing out. We don't need that conflict. It is at a later date. So, live to fight another day is what they're saying. A beautiful story, a beautiful deck of cards. I can't get over it. I do play with them myself, but they are so brilliant. So, we have a desire, to recap, that's burning. But we have to be patient. Because we are protected and there is someone coming to you to protect you. But you've got to avoid any conflict. Time is needed in this situation, whatever it is. Don't go looking for trouble and don't go causing arguments to justify yourself in some underhand action. So, same again. 3 cards, Spirit please. 1 for the situation as it is. Yeah, a time to rest, relax and heal, which they've been saying, haven't they? The right course of action, Spirit please. Find your true pathway and lead the way. So don't follow others. If they want to step beside you, let them. The outcome. You will discover secrets. And it's behind the light. Begin your life today. How beautiful is that? So a new life will begin if you're patient. How wonderful. You are a star. Be proud of yourself. Do not dim your light for others, but do not bite in any arguments either. Spirit are reiterating, patience. Your true path will become very, very clear. Do not dim your light for anyone. If you have to walk on eggshells, you're not in the right place. If you can't communicate, you're not in the right place. The Leo King video is up on the Soul Proof page. You need to watch that, everybody. He does the astrology far better than anybody I know. His historical astrology is even far better than I know. So, a beautiful read. I hope you enjoyed it because I did. Thanks for listening.